country that's most difficult to deal with? Is it Russia? Is it China? Is it North Korea? Sir, is it North Korea? And I go, no, well, by far, the most difficult country to deal with is the U.S. It's not even close. And they all say, you got to be kidding. And I say, no, I'm actually probably not kidding. No, we have very, very deceptive people. We have some people that, I think they're sick in some ways, like an Adam Schiff. I think Adam Schiff is a sick person. And we deal with them, we just deal with them. But it's a shame. It's a shame. But,
right.
The inner workings of the U.S. very, very difficult. Unless you want to sit there and do nothing, or unless you want to accede to doing everything they want to do. And we don't want to do that.
Mr. President, I know you've said on the stump before, right, Mr. President, I know you said on the stump before, I wouldn't have gotten into this job or ran for this job if the previous administration wasn't, in your words, so bad. And some have said that Barack Obama's come out to be the bad cop, to go after you. One of the things he said last night was he's going around spreading COVID like he's a carrier because he cares more about having these big crowds than he does keeping people safe. Do you want to respond to the former president?
Well, fortunately, he's drawing flies. He's not getting anybody to go listen to him too much. Actually, Fox puts him on more than anybody else, which is sort of shocking to me because Fox has changed a lot. And somebody said, what's the biggest difference between this and 4 years ago? And I say, Fox. It's much different. Now, you still have great people.
But
you're three of them.
But Mr. President, can I just say one thing? What they try to do with Fox,
in terms of
but we just want to show both. Unlike the other networks, they were trying to show both sides. So, hey, here's President Trump live, here's Joe Biden live. Because we feel it's responsibility to sell.
We report, they decide.
Yeah, so and I don't think it's an endorsement of anybody. But go ahead. When President Obama speaks, does he get under your skin? They say that he's the reason.
They wouldn't put Sleepy Joe Biden on every time he opened his mouth. They had other networks for that, frankly. And it was run, it's a much different operation. I'm just telling you, it's much different. And, and you have great people. When you have Sean and you have Laura and you have, yourselves, and you have some incredible people. I'm just saying, Tucker's been great. I think you really have incredible people, but it's much different. I could name some of your side players, and you'll interview. You had a period of time. I think you're still doing it, but you had Democrats on more than you had Republicans, and look, it's different. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling people it's one of the biggest differences this season compared to last. I think this season we have much more. Despite that, and this is hard to believe, I think we've done actually much better. We obviously ran a good campaign. It was, sort of a miracle campaign. But we have a record to go on. We've done a lot. When you look at the tax cuts and you look at the regulation cuts, biggest in history, you look at all of the things that we've done, Space Force, we rebuilt the military, we rebuilt the entire military. It was a mess. And
Mr. President, the other thing is,
we just got a 91% approval rating by the vets. But the vets have been really treated badly for a long period of time. And we got accountability done for the vets, which nobody thought could be done. People treat them badly, they get fired. You couldn't get people out. The vets lived in hell. They just lived in hell, and you couldn't get them out. So we've done, and so many other things. The wall is going to be completed within a very short period of time. We're over 410 miles. We're doing 10 miles a week, and it's really an incredible. It's a system exactly like Border Patrol wanted. It's been really amazing. And it's had a big impact, because you see, you announced we are the best numbers that we've ever had in the southern border. We did so many, like Right to Try. We did Right to Try. It's not a small thing, it's a big thing. They've been trying to do it for many years. So if you're terminally ill, and we have a great drug at the FDA, but it's not going to be approved for another 2 years, but you're terminally ill, we now can get that drug and use it for somebody who's terminally ill. We worked a system that works out great. Sign a document, take away liability from the companies and from the country itself.
Right.
If people have Right to Try, and instead of going all over the world or going home and dying, they can, do this. They've been trying to do that for 50 years. They were never able to get it worked out.
Sure.
We moved the embassy. Think of it.
Mr. President, what are your messages?
Every president wanted to do that. Every president wanted
What are
to
your
do
messages?
that. Jerusalem becoming the capital. They all wanted to do it, but I understand why they didn't, because there was tremendous pressure once you got in not to do it from other countries. Tremendous pressure, like you haven't seen before. But I did it. I got it done. But we've done more than. I have a list. You could read it. You could read it for a day. So we've done a lot. Very proud of it. It's great for the country.
Mr. President, one of the things on your stump speech you talk about is